Have you ever tried to be normal while always knowing you were different? Me too. Hello, you beautiful misfits. So I created these videos, these little misfits guides to living clips, for all the seekers out there in the world, for all the people who, have tried to be the round peg to fit in the square hole and have always known you were different and were like, I just don't want to be that different though. Tried to be a little bit normal. I get that. And I am so grateful that I found the tools of access consciousness. And one of the things we've been having conversations about recently is something called structures. And it's been so helpful. So I'm going to attempt to give you a few of the ways that I've used it, and it has given me so much freedom. Because one of the things for me was I had certain things in my life. One definitely was with my point of view about me, just not liking me in different areas. And another big one was money and creation. And I changed little bits, like I would change it, and things would get better, but that energy, that fundamental energy and the judgment underneath would remain. So I'd still have that thing of, it's not going to last, or this is really still my point of view about myself. This thing with structures has been so helpful because structure is basically all of these points of view that come together to create a structure. And if you look at it like this, like say a spider web has all the webs leading into it, creating the spider web, each one of those being a point of view, but each one of those being a part in which holds this structure together. So I would change my point of view, one point of view with different things, and things would change, but the structure would still maintain, this would still remain. You know what I mean? Like, do you ever have any areas like that? Whether it's with the way that you see you and you're like, I like myself a little bit, but actually adoring who I am, come on, don't be silly, don't be crazy. Or money, like actually having a sense of what it would be like to have ease with money, like not be stressing out, not be freaking out about it all the time, and changing a little bit, like your income may grow a little bit, but you're still like, total ease with money, come on. What are you, crazy? So one of the things I realized with this, as I really started looking at this more, because we've talked about for years, your point of view creates your reality. So let's say money, for example, is you'll take one point of view of, I don't have enough money or I can't afford this. That one point of view alone creates a limitation that says, hey, this is what you're saying to the universe, and that's exactly what shows up. But when you actually have a structure of struggle with money that's the fundamental energy of it, then those points of view just become almost like this automatic pilot. You don't even realize you're going, I can't afford it, I never have enough money, I'm broke, I'm poor, I'm all of those things, creating your financial reality based on this structure. So if I haven't lost you already, that's good. If I have, don't worry, you can listen again. But here's the thing that was really helpful, this question, whose structure is it? And in asking that, because I'd looked at who does it belong to, and you'll have certain things that will come up, which is an awesome tool also. Don't discount that bad boy. Oh my goodness. Who does it belong to with those points of view that come up? But this was addressing the whole thing. So with this question of whose structure is this, I would go, wow, and see these different areas where I would get a sense of where somebody's functioning from, and then adopt that structure as if it was my structure. So everything that is, and all the structures with money, with your point of view about you, with your future, with the way that you create your body, with relationships, with all of that. And that's a big thing. And you can kind of break this down with these questions that I'm giving you. But everything that is, times the Godzillion, where you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, pervads, and beyonds. And I was kind of like, I don't know how I'm going to put this part into a video, because it's for me, it's taken, well, actually, let me do this, have you ever discounted your energetic awareness? Like, how aware have you been your whole life, but have kind of always discounted it or left it as kind of your awareness, but never used it as something that you, as a tool to actualize your life? Well, now, what if now you could? What if now you could actually start acknowledging that, yeah, I'm actually aware of where I've been buying these things. Or just begin to acknowledge your awareness of when something's not changing, asking, how many structures do I have here creating this? Okay, there's your first question. Everything that is times a godzillion, I now destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, pobads and beyonds. And my next favorite one, because this one's good, is whose structure is this? And what I love about this too is it's not about making, let's say you grew up with family members that like to do struggle with money. I like bringing up the money one because I think we can all relate to it. Did struggle with money, and let's say you adopted that structure. And so let's say when you start finding these things, you're like, oh, well, I have money problems because of my family. And I so used to do that, where I'd be like, oh, I've got this thing in my life that's not working because, which was basically being a victim, but also trying to maintain some story so that I could be right, whatever, not change, irrelevant, going on a tangent. But anyway, so with that though, it's not about looking at where is the source. It's about getting an awareness of, where did I buy this from? When did this begin? Like, where did this come from? Then everything that is, even with that awareness there, where you destroy and uncreate it, times a godzillion, right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. Because the thing I love about this too, with getting aware of this, getting more of a sense of the energetics of recognizing that the way your life is showing up now is based on a lot of the stuff that you bought and created energetically as limitations when you're a lot younger. So getting clear on that, how much easier would it be to change this stuff? Like to actually go, man, if that's not me, who is me? And if I was truly having my point of view, what would that be? What is my unique capacity that if I'm not functioning from this structure would actualize and show up as me in the world? So everything that doesn't allow that times the godzillion, well, you destroy and uncreate it. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, povads and beyonds. And so you could look at this with, let's say you bought some of these things from parents, family members, people around you. It's not about going, okay, they're the source for it. It's their fault. It's they're wrong for it. No, it's recognizing, who did they buy the structure from? Like, where did that come from? And if you look at it that way, what if you changing? What if you actually recognizing, wait a minute, we've all been buying this. What if I didn't have to anymore? What if you choosing something different changed the world around you? What if it actually allowed the people that you connected to have a lot more freedom with it also? And I know that sounds weird, but it was one of the things that I noticed so much when I first came along to Access was I would change something and people around me connected to me like that would change also in the weirdest ways. So consciousness, baby, includes everything, judges nothing. Oh my goodness, that would almost be like we're all connected. Wow. So play around with this. Like I said, this has kind of been new. We've talked about it in different ways for many years, but with this new awareness, it's just been, I am so grateful. So I truly hope this is a contribution to you. And man, just what would it take for you to get your unique gift in the world? And with that, like recognize, wow, I am unique. What would it be like if I started to choose from that? And also recognize that in order to be different, you have to choose different. Okay, and what do I mean? Get a sense of the person that you would like to be. And then what could you choose today from that space, from that awareness of the person that you would like to be, that would start actualizing and showing up as you, as that person? Okay, I've talked enough. All right, my beautiful friends. Thank you. I will see you later. Bye.